What's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me today. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit the like button because that is the most important thing you can do for me on this channel. What it does is that helps to make sure that those who are subscribed to the channel will indeed get the notifications, and it also helps to push this video through the YouTube algorithm as well. Secondly, if you're new to the channel, or maybe you've been ghost watching this channel for quite some time now, please do me a favor and yourself a favor by hitting the subscribe button as well as the bell notification next to the subscribe button so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. And lastly, please make sure you share this video out on your social media platforms as well to your family and friends to inform them on this news and information. And yes, that does help to give me a slight boost in the YouTube algorithm also. And with the introduction out of the way, let's get into today's news because today I want to get into some new polling. And I want to make a statement here that I made, I want to say maybe a few days ago, maybe a week back, just speaking about polling. Everybody loves polling, statistics, and data as long as it's on their side. But the moment it's not on their side anymore, now all of a sudden polling doesn't matter and statistics and data don't matter. I'm someone who believes that you have to keep the same energy that you keep, right? And I say that because throughout this election season, I've been very happy to report all of the polling numbers that show that Donald Trump is completely annihilating Joe Biden in every scenario possible. I've been more than happy to report on these polling numbers. But now, when we're receiving the opposite for really the first time, when we're seeing the opposite, and there's actually polling numbers that came back showing that a Democrat does actually mop the floor with Trump by 11 points, I got to keep the same energy and report on this. I have to. Some of you might be thinking to yourself, who in the world and what kind of mock presidential election polling is beating Trump by 11 points? What Democrat? Kamala Harris? Who could I be talking about? Well, apparently Michelle Obama. In this mock election poll beats Donald Trump by 11 points. That is insane. And before I say too much, let's just get into it. Let's get into this news here. Let's get into this article here. Because apparently Michelle Obama mops the floor with Donald Trump. Former First Lady Michelle Obama is the only Democrat to overtake former President Trump in a new poll released Tuesday. The survey by Reuters Ipsos found that Obama was the only Democrat to surpass Trump in a hypothetical matchup, garnering 50% support to his 39%. Only 4% of respondents said they would not vote at all. 50 to 39 is crazy. That is insane to think that people, excuse my language, I don't like to, that people are that stupid and are that Trump deranged that they would vote for Michelle Obama, a woman who has zero experience and just has no business sitting in the seat of the president. I mean, that is completely absurd to think that people would actually come out to vote for her to that degree. But at the same time, there's a part of me that feels that if she ran up against him and washed him, I honestly wouldn't be surprised because, people are really that stupid. Unfortunately, they really are. But I think we all know and understand as well, if Michelle Obama were to become president, Barack Obama is becoming president again. And to the degree that people would vote for Michelle Obama, to the clip of her beating Trump by 11 points, essentially that would be Democrats voting for Barack Obama because they understand that Michelle Obama doesn't have any business sitting in that seat technically she'll be sitting in the seat of president, but it's going to be Barack Obama running the show. And many people feel like he's running the show now for Biden, but it'll definitely be him running the show if Michelle Obama is sitting in that seat. But let's carry on. Let's carry on with this article because it continues to read here as we scroll down. Obama was the top choice among Democrats to replace Biden on the 2024 ticket, according to Rasmussen Reports poll released in February. Despite her popularity, the former First Lady has repeatedly said she will not pursue a bid for the White House. I don't believe that. I don't believe it. I can see her throwing her hat into the race at the DNC convention in Chicago. And it would be only fitting for her to do it there. Granted that she's from Chicago and that she would do that in Chicago. And the delegates at the DNC, they would vote for her to replace Biden there in Chicago. I see that happening. I could see that happening. And her already stating that she's not interested in politics at all. It would only be fitting concerning the narrative on the left, you can say. They have such a strong anti-Trump, oh my God, Project 2025 or whatever it's called. It's going to put us all back in chains. It's going to bring back slavery. And no one was up to this task of defeating Donald Trump on the Democrats. And Michelle Obama, of all people, came out of hiding. She came out of her place of rest to do the thing that she said she hated the most, just to stop Donald J. Trump. I believe it's Donald J. Trump, right? Just to stop Donald J. Trump. The spin and the narrative around her jumping into the race to go up against Trump to stop this great evil, I can see it now. I can see it now. So her saying that she's not interested in running, it doesn't mean anything. It just kind of adds fuel to the fire concerning the story that they would spin around why she's now jumping into the race, right? So we'll see. The article continues to read, other Democrats floated as potential replacements to Biden in the poll include Vice President Kamala Harris, to get her out of here, California Governor Gavin Newsom, and Governor Gretchen Whitmer. She doesn't stand a chance. Kamala gets annihilated by Trump because nobody likes Kamala. Democrats don't even like Kamala. Governor Gretchen Whitmer, I believe she's the governor of Michigan, if I remember correctly. She doesn't have the name, right? Like nobody knows who she is for the most part. I know who she is. I'm sure most of you know who she is, but by and large, the general population that will be voting, they don't even know who she is. So she just doesn't stand a chance. Gavin Newsom is somewhere in the middle. He is liked a lot by a lot of people. And he does have a bit of a name. The only thing with Gavin is that, in my opinion, it's not his time yet. If he ran up against Trump now, Trump would destroy Gavin Newsom. And he would destroy Gavin Newsom because when you look at the current state of the country, with illegal immigration running rampant, gas prices, food prices, just cost of living being through the roof, life for so many people just not being livable, the American dream not being attainable, right? People can't afford homes. They can barely afford to get an apartment. Well, all things considered, if you take into account everything that I just said, welcome to California. Okay, that's the state of California all day, every day, regardless of who's in office year after year after year. So with that being said, with that being the current place that America is in as a whole, as a country, and the fact that the majority of us, I think I said to say the majority of us want us to get out of that place, right? The last person that you would want to run against Trump is Gavin Newsom, the king of illegal immigration and high cost of living. Okay. It just wouldn't work. It's not his time yet. I always believed that Gavin Newsom would be the guy in 2028. He'd be the guy in 2028. Because in a scenario where Trump gets into office, restores the economy, brings some normalcy back to the country, just economically speaking, folks making some money again, getting some more money back on their taxes, so on and so forth. Illegal immigration, him getting a grip on that as far as what's going on at the border, deportations are going on and whatnot. We forget things quickly, right? Think about 2020, George Floyd and Black Lives Matter and all that. Who even thinks about that now? That's out the window. Illegal immigration and cost of living is all the rage now and is all the talk now. So by 2028, Trump gets in and restores some normalcy back into the country. But at that point in time, come that election, we're not even going to be thinking back at this point that we're in right now. We're not going to be in the same mindset. And because as just the people overall, we are so easy and quick to forget. In 2028, that will be his best bet to run afterwards. That will be his best bet. And I 100% believe in 2028 he's going to run. I 100% believe in 2028 he's going to be the nominee for the Democrats. But right now in this moment, if he runs now, Trump is going to annihilate him. He's going to completely destroy him. He is not the guy now. But in 2028, mark my words, Gavin Newsom is coming. He's coming. But as far as who's coming right now, Michelle Obama is honestly their best bet, because everyone knows that a vote for Michelle Obama is a vote for Barack Obama and a new Barack Obama and another Barack Obama presidency. So that's the only reason that I can foresee people actually voting for her and her beating Trump that badly. Because like I said, a vote for Michelle is a vote for Barack. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if she actually throws her hat in there. We'll see what happens. If anything is going to happen, it's going to happen at the DNC convention in Chicago. So we just have to keep a close eye on that. I'm not sold that she's not going to jump in. I'm not sold, but we'll have to see. So with all that being said, that does it for today's news. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Share this video out on your social media platforms. And also don't forget to follow me on Telegram at TD Media Group. The link to my Telegram is in the description box below and will be pinned in the comment section as well. Thank you all for your time, and until the next video, peace and have a great afternoon.